Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, February 22nd, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I evolve my resistance to integrated existence. I like that one. That one was really inspired by this card today. I have existence in reverse, and we are in our first revolution evolution day of Sun in Pisces energy, and on top of that we are going through some of the contraction energy of the cardinal signs. We have the moon in Capricorn, conjunct Pluto today, so the moon in Capricorn enhancing that transformation energy, transformation for empowerment. The moon will be squaring Mars, so Mars is in Aries, which wants to take the initiative, take the motivation, and run and go. And the moon's like, hey, wait, there's some things that you got to feel through first. Got to feel through and integrate into the structure of your deeper worth energy. We worked a little bit of that yesterday. The moon's going to square Uranus. So this old structure of things, our feelings around the structure of things, kind of holding back the expansion of the... had the right word and then it left. This might be happening for me a little bit over these next couple days, but kind of a resistance to the innovations, not the word that it was, but a resistance to the expanded innovation that's happening. There's still some feelings that you need to process so that you have this solid foundation. And finally, the moon's going to be squaring Jupiter. So you may feel, because we're building to the eclipse, we're in the eclipse corridor energy as well, you may feel today you're going to be like, this eclipse, I don't like it. Eclipse or not, that we're going to feel this. So between the revolution, which is Uranus energy, it causes us sometimes to find where we have instability, where there needs to be some breakdown so we can break through the energy. It shows us where there's still triggers, and those triggers are those places where we end up evolving through. And the thing that came up, is... the sting song, it's stuck in my head. We are spirits in a material world. And I am a material girl. Let's just blend the songs. That would be a fun little mashup. Anyways, what I'm really feeling is, Pisces energy is this integration. It is where we integrate all of the 11 signs leading up to Pisces, and we integrate it and infuse it with this level of spirit. And, I hear so often, I don't know why I came back to this planet. I am definitely not coming back to this planet again. And I get it. I feel that way often myself as well. Life on Earth can be a challenge. However, that is showing you very clearly the resistance that needs to be evolved, because there's also quite a bit of lovely going on this planet. And that's just showing you you're so engrossed in the resistance. You're so engrossed of where you have not yet evolved in what needs the revolution that you're not noticing what's happening in the present. You are in resistance to your existence. And so this is an opportunity to flip-flop that energy. This is an opportunity to really integrate. Like, okay, I'm here. This is a friendly universe. Everything is working out for me. I am meant to go through some challenges. I would be bored if I went, if everything was just handed to me. This is really Abraham thinking, but it's true. Anybody who's ever done a puzzle or played a board game or played any kind of game at all where there's any kind of challenge, you recognize sports, you enjoy a challenge. Humans have a level of enjoyment with the spirit of challenge. And so it's in recognizing that, okay, the game of Earth, the game of life, how am I going to evolve my resistance that's going on to this existence, to what's going on? How do I recognize this is a friendly universe? How do I recognize the gifts? This is the ordinary card, ordinariness card, but this is a card of gifts. So through these challenges today, which you're gonna feel, what are the gifts that are here for you? So we start the day, it'll be like 1 a.m. Pacific time, with Mars squaring Pluto. So we definitely felt that yesterday, and I talked a little bit about that yesterday, building into that energy. That Mars energy wants to go. It wants to move. It's like, can I just win this game already? Like, I feel like I've done enough work. Can I just win it already? And Pluto in Capricorn is like, hey, The rules of the game are changing. The structure of the game is changing. It's like Calvin Ball. Oh my gosh. Mars square Pluto is Calvin Ball. If you've ever read Calvin and Hobbes, there is a game that they play which is made up minute to minute, depending on what's happening, called Calvin Ball. This is what this is. What are the rules right now? What rules, whose rules are you playing by? Are they rules that are in alignment with your new structure, with your soul integrity? These are the questions to ask yourself. This is why you may feel like you're being slowed down at this time, because there's a remake of the rules going through. There's a remake of how you can, how you're supposed to show up in existence without that resistance that's happening. So you can receive these gifts. And remember, this is a friendly universe, so it's really powerful. That being said, challenge. That moon and Mars connection with Pluto is both happening at 18 degrees. That is a 9. So your passion will be instigated and possibly challenged in it. A lot of times when the passion energy is challenged, that's when we put our dukes up and we're like, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for what I believe in. I'm going to fight for what I'm passionate about. I'm angry because nothing's letting me have it. And, knocking down walls and going King Kong. Friendly universe, gifts. Slow down. Get present. Be in this moment in your existence. What is the gift in this? What is it that you have to integrate and learn and feel through before this lesson happens? Everything happens in perfect timing. Do you believe that? Do you believe that you can have things without fighting for it? Now, it doesn't mean that you may not have to walk uphill a little bit. There may be some challenge, but do we have to fight for things? Do we have to? I'm not saying that we don't have to. It's just a question to ask yourself. What is your path? What is your soul integrity? What is your personal alignment? Keep tuning into that. Keep coming into your integration, your divine order, your solution, from the soul to get into alignment with this energy today. You're going to be stretched. You're going to come against the resistance. There's going to be a question of the worth as the moon squares Mars. So yesterday we had that worth stuff with the moon squaring Venus, questioning the worth. Now Mars isn't worth energy. Mars is passion, but it's happening at 19 degrees. And 19 degrees is a 10. So that's where the worth is coming with this. So it's funny. Yesterday we had Venus healing some of that worth stuff. Now Mars is. And Mars is saying, it's funny, I had a client who I said this earlier too. Mars is saying, hey, you can live your passion. You can live the life that you imagined, but you're going to have to choose how you're going to think and feel about living that life. A lot of us are like, I want to be an astrologer, but I don't think that I can make money being an astrologer. Well, that's something that needs to shift. This is why you're not going gung-ho, face first, head first into the future, because you have to slow down and work through these things within yourself. It's your resistance to your existence, your resistance to your soul path. The resistance is never outside of you. Any resistance outside of you is bringing you into resistance that is within you. Look at this line that's right here. I'm sure it's from a window, but it's very interesting. I'm like, what is this? As the squares continue, that's going to be something that's going to be continuing to work through. It is that tightening of the T-square. Cardinal wants to take the move, and universe is like, slow down. Be present. Be in your existence. That Uranus energy at 21 degrees, like I said, is wanting to expand the innovation. It's wanting to expand the innovation of your I am. As you do that, keep going back and looking. Where are those little... What's that guy's name? He would call them memes. He's the guy who wrote The Honeymoon Effect, and I just can't think of his name right now. But he talks about these little things that are in our head that even as we have these brilliant ideas, they're like, not so fast, you can't do that. That's what needs to be shifted. That's where that resistance is. That's your resistance to your existence. The final square today is the moon squaring Jupiter, 22 degrees, master level degree. Coming back into self-love and being like, all right, well, I recognize that I still am holding myself back in these places. I recognize that I still do believe what my parents said, that I can't make money being an astrologer. I'd be better off working at Costco. Go look at those places and love yourself through those places and start seeing where you can slowly shift your belief around those things. There are gifts through this resistance. This is a friendly universe. This stuff today, it's going to be a challenge. We came for a challenge. We came to play the game. We came to play the game of Earth and win it. So, to finish up today, I decided to use a vibratory card since we are having a Uranus day. Octomotion. Look at this octopus. And it's about flow and flexibility. So, let's see. This card asks you to examine how ideas and events are moving toward the subject of your inquiry. Are you in resonance or in resistance to the flow? Are you engaging with situations with optimism, suppleness? Ooh, I love that word, suppleness. And flexibility? If so, this card applauds the sincerity of your intentions. Or do you feel like you need to camouflage your ideas and emotions by adapting yourself to what you believe is expected of you, like going and working at Costco? There are many ways to move through the situation. The path of least resistance and flow is generally the easiest. Remember, however, not to consent to rigidity in the situation or permit it to obscure your light or your soul illumination. The worth of your voice will be made apparent as you recognize and honor your dedication to your integrity and express your personal truth. Renew your intent to be flexible in body, mind, and spirit while respecting the truth at your core, the truth of your soul. What a great card. So perfect for this energy. So, going to do the energy mantra again. I evolve my resistance to my existence. I know I changed it at the beginning. I added a word and I can't even remember it anymore. But that's what we're doing. We're shifting through this resistance, evolving through those triggers so that we can come into this moment of, yes, soul existence. All right, so that's it for today. Book a reading if you want to dive in deeper. This is such a fun little line. I'm 5 years old right now. That's it. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.